instead of hitting them in pocket like he was doing all year. Again, rhythm. And it wasn't just him out of rhythm. There was the defense out of rhythm. There was the tight ends out of rhythm. I heard all this stuff. See, why was he always throwing it to the tight ends? Because those is his number one targets throughout the entire season. If you never watch, this is why you got to stop watching. You got to stop listening to the game and start watching. Lamar Jackson used his tight ends more than anybody in the National Football League. If you have heard any coach in the history of the game speak, you've heard every coach say the tight end is the young quarterback's best friend. So, if the tight end is the young quarterback's best friend, why the hell wouldn't he hit his tight end? What Mike Vrabel did was pack in the middle of the field and slow down the run. That's how you were able to beat them, and they were out of rhythm. The thing is, somebody needs to sit him down and say, hey, damn the racism, play your game. That was the beauty in Kaepernick. Kaepernick never shied away from, well, you remember when he smoked Green Bay with 130-something yards passing, 170-something yards passing, 130-something yards rushing? He wasn't afraid to be a running quarterback. They have brainwashed these young quarterbacks, these young athletic quarterbacks, except Allen. They don't mind him running. They don't want Josh to run. They don't want Lamar to run. See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. They were talking about Lamar like he didn't go from shit to sugar last year, and now the motherfucker's finna go to brown sugar next year. He can't help but get better. Is he gonna put up these numbers? No, he's not. But guess what? The dude y'all say the greatest quarterback in the league right now, he didn't give you 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards this year either. It's a learning process. You have to consistently do something. If you are a musician, they tell you if you miss one day of practice, it's like missing a week. So if you miss 3 weeks of playing professional quarterback and you are playing and you are learning a new style of play, you're gonna come back out of sync, and you're not going to win the games. This is another reason why I beg you guys to stop reading stats. I'll say it again. Fuck the stats, y'all. The stats they are a lot. It's like a bikini. The stats show you a lot, but they don't show you everything. Yeah, Lamar Jackson had 300 yards passing and 150 yards rushing. As Shannon Sharp say, empty calories, because it doesn't show that he struggled most of the game. His accuracy was off and he was out of rhythm. The Ravens were out of rhythm. They were punking out against King Henry. They were punking out. It was like when Eddie George used to punk people out. This is why the best thing this is the only team I ever seen when they lose in the playoffs and people don't say, this might be a good thing. Because next year, Ingram ain't going to be hyping it up when Lamar Jackson comes to the podium. Lamar is going to understand the bitter taste of loss. Loss in sports is not a good thing to experience, but in regards to your psyche, it's an awesome thing, man. Because when you lose, when you are anticipated to win, that shit burns like nothing else. And for all y'all to think these damn Tennessee Titans are the truth, boy, that's a lie. They are truth if you saying they losing by 3 touchdowns this weekend. Oh man, they gonna be running King Henry and he gonna be unstoppable. Bruh, that quarterback ain't shit. And if you don't think look, ain't nobody scared of Rex Grossman. If you old enough to be me, ain't nobody scared of Dieter Brock, who used to be the quarterback of the Rams. Ain't nobody scared of Brad Johnson. Wasn't nobody scared of Trent Dilfer. The difference is those teams had monster defenses. They got a solid defense down there. And they don't have the horses to deal with them Kansas City Chiefs ball players. It ain't about the X's and the O's this time. It's about the Willies and the Joes. And they got too many Willies and too many Joes to keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, speaking of Kansas City Chiefs, let's talk about this dumbass coach called Bill O'Brien, who is ruining my man Deshaun Watson's career. Bill O'Brien is the dumbest fucking coach in the National Football League. I ain't one of these dudes on ESPN talking about, well, I ain't calling for nobody's job. I'm calling for a job. Blood needs to be fired. Going back up there with Bill Belichick, like the other assistants do, and coach the wide receivers where the homeboy with the Giants went to. Because you suck as a head coach. This is a dude who had a team by the throat, and you can literally see when they went for that field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 1. That's the lack of confidence. That's what Coach Harbaugh kept going for, which was a mistake as well, because he should have been kicking field goals, putting pressure on them, making them throw the ball to their garbage-ass quarterback. If he'd have been throwing the ball to the garbage-ass quarterback, their quarterback would have hit a wide-open linebacker. It would have been a pick six, and we'd be watching Deshaun. We'd have been watching Lamar versus Patrick. But that's neither here nor there. Back to Bill O'Brien. He let the wind out of the sails. He kicked the field goal when his team clearly wanted to go for it. You on the 2-yard line, fam. You'd have made them go 98 yards. And they'd have been like, sorry, he had confidence in us. But they didn't do that. And then this dude goes for this dumbass fake field goal when you already got your team teetering on freaking the momentum. You go for this dumbass fake punt when you should have went for the other play. Blew the game wide open. Bill O'Brien is a dum-dum. He is a dum-dum. I should get that dude kazoo as a sound effect. And why'd you do that, dum-dum? Because this dude is a dumb. Fire this dude now. Save your franchise, Houston. Houston, you have a problem. Bill O'Brien is it. I'm just letting you know. Don't think it's personal, Bill. You suck as a head coach, man. I might suck as a head coach, but I'm not trying to be one. You stink at it. You didn't run the ball enough. Look, my man D-Grade called earlier, and he repeated something I always say. You run to win, you throw to score. You run to win, you throw to score. The reason I'm saying this is when you go up 24-0 and you don't have your next rusher your leading rusher does not have 22 totes or more, you are a dum-dum. How is it that you are 24 points and you know they have to throw it? You should have had JJ overrated Watt teeing off on LaShawn, but you didn't. Mahomes, but you didn't. You're supposed to ran the ball down your throat, but you didn't. You're supposed to juice the clock, but you did not. Why didn't you do that? Because you are a dum-dum. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. Come on, y'all. Y'all couldn't have been watching that game thinking, why he would see? You run the win, you throw the score. If they would have run the ball, if they would have simply run the ball, they would have won the game. But they didn't. Because, you know why? Because, see, you don't look like a coaching genius when you run the football. You just look like anybody could have ran the football. But you know what? Anybody could have lost too. Look, Patrick Mahomes did an excellent job. It's not like the Kansas City Chiefs were getting stifled and then he woke up and it was on. What happened was they was freaking the game. They righted the ship and then bam, it was on. But this dude not running the ball a lot, it's crazy. You are outside your damn mind, Bill O'Brien, up 24 points, and then the teams go on a 51-7 run on you. What is this, basketball? That is bananas. Why does your quarterback have a 24-point lead and still throw the ball 52 times? Carlos Hyde ran the ball 13 times. Deshaun Watson ran the ball 6 times. Duke Johnson ran the ball once, and Julius Reed ran the ball once. 21 carries, and you were up 24 points. That game was supposed to be an hour and a half long. They supposed to be talking about firing Andy Reid. But because he was coaching against a dum-dum, it didn't happen. How is it that you and a team that you had a 24-point lead on have the same amount of rushes? And they have more rushing yards than you. And they couldn't run the ball because they was down 24. He needs to be fired. I would have went to the offensive coordinator and Bill O'Brien. I'd have said, you fired and you drive him home. There is no way Bill O'Brien is supposed to still be employed in 2020. He would have been blind. He would have been blind to the fact of having a job. Again, if you disagree, agree, or want to participate in the show, 773-797-2409. Bill O'Brien should be unemployed. Because guess what? James Caldwell was in Detroit. In Detroit for 4 years, made 2 playoffs, and they let him go. Lovie Smith won 10 games. 10 games, and the Bears fired him. How is it that Lovie Smith wins 10 games and get fired? Bill O'Brien, master of the blown playoff game, and he keeps his job. He keeps his job. That dude needs to be fired yesterday. They told him they should have walked into the press conference. You got your hat, get your coat, motherfucker, get out of here. But they didn't. They did. Next up is my man RC's Minnesota Vikings against the 49ers. Bruh,
What we talking about, niggas?
whoever the Minnesota general manager needs to be soap socks. If you don't know what a soap sock is, watch Full Metal Jacket, and when they beat Gomer pile up in his bed and beat him with them socks and soap. That's what that needs to happen to the office to the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings. Because they gave Kirk Cousins $8 million, and I promise you, I could hit those same DBs, I could hit those same linebackers, and I could throw those same interceptions his ass. I promise you, this dude is making $80 million, and he finished the game with 172 yards passing and 1 touchdown. He should play next season in a ski mask. They play in a dome. He should play next season in a ski mask because he is stealing. He is flat out stealing. Remember, all the people on TV last week, oh no, he finally got over the hump. He finally won the big game. He finally ain't shit. Kirk Cousins is stealing.
What we talking about, nigga?
How in the fuck do you go against Minnesota Vikings, one of the best and most explosive running backs in the league, and they got 9 rushes out of Dalvin Cook? The San Francisco 49ers don't have an explosive offense, but you know what? I keep saying, you run the win, you throw the score. You run the win, you throw the score. The Minnesota Vikings, 10 carries. Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison, 10 carries. San Francisco 49ers just happened to win by 17 points. 47 carries for 186 yards. Jimmy G, 131 yards, and y'all win by 17. Bruh, stop. Stop it, bruh. Stop it. The offensive coordinator got another job. Boy, you talk about, you got the complexion for the protection. Y'all got to be outside y'all damn minds telling me that dude needs that job. That's a whole nother show, man. I'm not trying to hit that shit. Man. Y'all sound crazy as Richard Speck talking about this dude keep his job. Look, then they got the homie Zimmerman up there talking about they might fire him. Fire the dude who signed Kirk Cousins. That's who you fire. You need to be on the phone with Teddy Bridgewater's agent saying, look, Kirk Cousins, we're going to kill him after this press conference. We're killing Kirk Cousins, and we need you to come on back up to Minnesota, Teddy. Because this is flat out bananas. This dude is throwing the football for 5.9 yards an attempt. And Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert rushed for 4.8. So the damn running backs on the other team is running farther than this bum is throwing. Come on, man. Stop it. As a matter of fact, you only got this dude by 65 yards and you was throwing the damn ball. Kirk Cousins is stealing. They need to call the police in Minnesota because he is stealing. He should play the rest of his games in a damn ski mask. That dude is stealing, y'all. Kirk Cousins is stealing. This is crazy. I'm telling you, I'm just as horrible at quarterback as Kirk Cousins. And y'all could get me for a wait. Look, I'll do this shit for 20 minutes. Because if you just need somebody to blow the damn game, I got you. I got you. Just get to your man rap, get to HRap B. I promise you, I'm that bad. I know I'm that bad. And I'm 49. I'm that bad at quarterback. I suck at quarterback. And so does Kirk Cousins. He is horrible. That leads me to the last game of the week, which was Russell Wilson against Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Look, this was a very good game if you ask me. This came down to, this was 2 quarterbacks duking it out. And if you look at the balance, you'll see what I mean. Green Bay Packers 30 rushes, Seattle 24.